it's fading.
What do you mean
Calm
it's
down.
fading?
Hey, everybody, and welcome to About an Hour with Cisco.
And Josh.
And today we got a special guest.
Yeah, we got special guests from Swamp Talk. If you guys want to come on in.
What's up?
What's up?
What's going on?
What's up, dude?
So we're doing a kind of like a combo day today. Back-to-back episodes. We're going to do our episode first and then theirs. Do want to make sure that everything's working here.
How long is your guys' podcast? Like, how long is this going to last?
Is it really about an hour?
It's about an hour, yeah.
We try.
Yeah, we tried to...
Unless Nancy over here tries to get a little political, then
Hey,
it fucking
fucking bro.
goes off the wheels.
No, so basically the point of our
Well,
podcast...
we'll try and nip that one in the butt for
Yeah.
you, because we don't get very political.
Oh, that's fair. Yeah, it's whatever we can find for news articles during the week, and if it's a really political week, like a couple weeks ago is the abortion thing, we talk about that.
Yeah, you took that one to heart.
Political. There's no avoiding it.
It's pretty much how we do it. Is I just pick stories from the last 7 days,
Yeah.
and then I throw it on the show.
Gotcha.
Sounds good.
Perfect.
Go ahead and tell us a little bit about your guys' show, besides the fact that you guys basically do the same thing as us. Just, a little bit more
Well,
intoxicated.
Mr. Miller, take it away.
Well,
Mr. Miller.
lately we've been going back to our roots and talking about like fucked laws, or like fuck town names, and we kind of just spread them across each episode. Like one episode we'll do like funny town names. Next episode we'll do fucked laws that don't make any sense. And then I'll throw in some fun facts that are I think is crazy. And every episode we end it with a Florida man.
Oh my god, that's fucking great! I love Florida Man.
We do the
Yeah,
same
dude,
shit.
there was one.
Never run out of Florida man
yeah,
stories.
Right?
There's no shortage.
What was the one that we were gonna do this week, but I decided
That's
not
for
to? What was it again? It was like I know there was one about the snails, like the African snails or whatever, but there was one.
Oh, no, we got a
Oh, I
Florida
just
story.
saw that one. They're
Yeah.
shutting down a whole county because they're invading them again.
Yeah.
Like, how are you gonna
Massive-
quarantine a whole county because of snails?
I was gonna compare it to like
Ridiculous.
the Australian epidemic, basically with kangaroos, because they did like a. Oh no, it wasn't kangaroos.
It was
It was like emus. It was emus.
You sure?
That was the first war that Australia lost was against
Yeah.
emus.
That's fucking
Oh
great.
man! But anyways, let's jump right into it. What do you got for us today?
Oh, well, I'm glad you asked. We got
Oh boy.
chickens die every day. People. Florida man arrested for killing neighbor's rooster claims
Oh,
self-defense.
what's Florida Man? Okay, so it's the
Yeah.
first one.
I almost picked this one for our episode.
Oh. Did you really?
Glad I did.
Yeah, good thing you didn't, because there would have been a repeat.
Oh, man. So,
I'm actually a chicken farmer, so this is the perfect question.
Oh, really?
Oh,
Perfect
not
thing
bad.
to talk about.
Right on. Go ahead.
I own animals too.
Yeah, he lives in Little Mexico.
He calls
so
it Little Mexico. It's
Yeah.
not Little Mexico.
Basically,
There's
any,
not a
any
mariachi
animal, any
person
animal that
in-
you can reasonably take care of on a property, he has.
Well, for the most part.
Except for a cow. He used to have cows.
I used to have cows. Thank you.
Okay.
Go ahead. Go
Oh,
ahead. That was
oh.
cool.
All
Been
right.
to a farm with cows.
A Florida man is facing animal cruelty charges after investigators said he killed his neighbor's pet rooster. Jacksonville resident James Nix told Action News Jax he was checking his mail in mid-May when his neighbor's rooster began attacking him. Quote, I just checked my mail and turn around and go, and I hear bang, 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 bang. That's,
my God.
that's on there. And I turn around and there's a chicken out there in the street. I said, oh boy, here we go. He recalled. Turn around, walk to my place, bang, 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 bang.
Like even more
Yeah.
gunshots.
Now the
God.
chicken's in my yard. Now his neck flares up. Nick said he picked up a stick in the yard and tried to hit it in self-defense, but with the rooster jumping at him, he accidentally knocked the bird in the head, killing it.
Well, yeah. I would do the same fucking thing.
I didn't know to give it a 21 gun. I didn't know to give it a 21 gun salute, Nick said. CPR, mouth to mouth, or call the chicken ambulance. His neighbor's James Defilis doesn't believe the story, he told Action News Jax. He thinks Nick's killed his pet on purpose. Quote, I didn't see my rooster at first, so I knew something was up because he would always come chase me. End quote.
Wait, so he killed his own rooster?
No, This rooster got out of the property
Yeah.
and then went over to the neighbors
Okay.
and then started like attacking the neighbor or trying to,
And the neighbor killed it.
and then the neighbor grabbed a stick and knocked it out and
Okay.
killed it.
So like, what's the issue? Like, obviously you're supposed to control your fucking livestock. So if you're
Yeah, have them caged into your property.
Yeah,
Don't let them
exactly.
go into other people's
I'll
yards.
bet that
That's-
rooster was unarmed too.
Yes. Didn't have a gun that day.
that's one mighty angry cock that you have there.
Don't get too excited. Let's see. So he called the sheriff and then contacted animal control. And, quote, next thing you know, he calls the chicken police on me, Nick said. After animal control
chicken
officers
police?
investigated, Nix was
That
arrested.
can't be real.
No, well, he was joking about it. After animal control officers investigated, Nix was arrested for animal cruelty and spent 30 hours in jail. He said he didn't understand why his neighbor called law enforcement on him over a dead rooster. Quote, chickens die every day. People at churches, Popeyes, Kentucky Fried Chicken? Really?
Jesus.
And that's that.
Well, yeah, no. My expertise of
Have you ever beaten an animal?
have I ever beaten an animal?
Yeah, why not?
Like with a stick?
Not jerking off, bro. You sick
No.
fuck.
Whoa.
Hey, man. That's
Whoa.
don't go telling people my personal business. I'm just joking. No. No. Have I ever like hit an animal?
Just
No, I
forget
haven't.
about it.
I
We
mean,
don't want PETA on you.
I grew up with cats.
With what?
No, hang on. I grew up with cats and dogs, right? So I didn't grow up with horses where you have to like literally break them in. So I'm guessing you use like whips or whatever.
Where are you guys from? Massachusetts, right?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Oh,
What?
fun. I used to. Live
Yeah,
in
you used to live there,
Massachusetts.
right? What area?
The Berkshires.
Yeah, Western Mass.
West.
Oh,
Um,
do you remember that?
It's a bunch of farmland.
Yeah,
Is it really?
there ain't shit.
I lived in
It's-
like next to New Hampshire. Like it was north, basically. Massachusetts.
Oh, all right.
I forgot the
Greenfield around there, maybe.
North Adams, Greenfield, Deerfield.
Fitchburg.
No, that would be
Fitchburg comes to mind.
further out,
Somewhere around there.
like Concord.
Oh yeah, Concord sounds familiar. That was
Orange.
like that was the airport.
Oh, way out there. Okay.
Orange, Massachusetts.
Yeah, out there.
There's another big one that I can't think of right now.
Not sure. It was like at least a decade ago, so you know everything's pretty. Anyways, what's the next article you got for us?
Next one from Florida. We now go to Washington.
Washington.
Yep. So Washington State School Board director to teach sexual pleasure class to a 9-year-old at sex shop. A Washington State school.
Fantastic. That is exactly what should be taught to them.
Yep. And in a
The guy
sex
from
shop,
Subway, the
right?
teacher.
Gotta love the sex shops.
So a Washington State School Board director who owns a sex shop is making headlines after announcing she will teach sex education classes for children as young as 9 on topics such as, quote, sexual anatomy for pleasure.
This is what you would call a dildo, and it comes in many shapes and sizes.
Sometimes purple and green and black.
Right, you know.
And, quote, safer sex practices for all kinds of sexual activities. The class for 9
That's
to...
what 9-year-olds do.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
They didn't know about that type of stuff. You know?
These days, yes.
Yeah, you hear some crazy stories.
Right? So the class for 9 to 12-year-olds is an introduction to topics related to relationship, puberty, bodies, and sexuality. We focus on what makes healthy versus unhealthy friendships and romantic relationships, the science of how puberty works, consent and personal boundaries, defining sex, and discussing why people may or may not choose to engage in sexual activities. Jen Mason, owner of sex shop Wink Wink in Bellingham and school board director for the Bellingham School District, told some radio show. Mason announced there will be 4 3-hour sex education classes held at Wink Wink next month as part of an event billed the Uncringe Academy. The classes which Mason will teach are broken
Very
down
cringe.
by... Yes, it is. broken down by age, with 9 to 12-year-olds in one class and 13 to 17-year-olds in another class. Class topic.
Oh my god.
Class topics include, quote, what is sex? Kinds of solo and partner sexual activities. Sexual anatomy for pleasure and reproduction. Gender and sexual identities. Safer sex practices for all kinds of sexual activities, among
Strangle
others.
yourself while you're trying to, you know.
Yeah. The description of the classes stipulates that the workshop are divided by age and presentation of topics will vary for developmental appropriate
What? Use your
What's
words.
this word?
What is this?
Appropriateness.
Bless you.
Thanks.
I don't know where you're looking. Appropriateness. Appropriateness.
Fuck, I can say that word.
Yeah,
I know
I'm
why the
proud
fuck
of you.
I can't read
I
it.
know you can do it.
Appropriate.
I know you can do it.
Thanks,
Yeah, but-
douche.
No, so how much do you want to bet that this teacher at some point during her career is going to end up being one of those teachers where it's like, oh, he came on to me and he should have,
Oh, like she fucked a kid
yeah,
later
she's
on?
going to end up fucking a kid. Or the kid's going to end up fucking her. And it's like, well.
Oh, she's already taken her to the sex shop.
100%. I mean,
Yeah, it's
Right.
like, I really feel like this is gonna backfire horribly.
It's in Washington.
It's a good
They
idea
do meth there,
to
it's
teach
legal.
kids about sex, but if you're bringing them to sex shops and it's obviously erotic, and they are going through puberty, then you know.
They're gonna fuck all over
That's
the place.
training.
Yeah, exactly.
They're training.
exactly.
Yeah, grooming. They're grooming them.
That's exactly what it is. And it's like, well, since this is Washington State, it's like California, where people are just like, oh, I guess anything goes as long as, you know, you don't murder someone, right? But, you know, fun fact here, it's like illegal, I think it's in Texas. I think it's in Texas, or maybe it's like Alabama or some shit. It's illegal to own, like, more than, like, 2 or 3 dildos, apparently.
Yeah, we talked about that.
Oh, you did? Which state
Yeah,
was it?
we previously talked about that on our podcast.
Yeah, man. I wonder how they gauge how many dildos you have.
Yeah,
Come
like
in.
they must go to the government when you purchase a dildo.
Yeah.
Like that receipt.
It's like
Give
you
me,
get,
yeah, that
you get put on a
transaction.
Send out
registry.
is there a dildo census
Yeah.
every year? They
Yeah,
send
you get put on like a registry. It's like,
Yeah,
oh, this
audited
person's,
for too many dildos.
yeah, this person's social security number has 5 dildos registered to their name. We should, go put a warrant out for their
Yeah.
arrest.
Yeah, we need to start taxing them more.
How many
for having-
dildos per adult per household?
I couldn't
How
help
many
it, by the
heads
way.
can you
I
have
swear
in
it's
one
my
household?
husband's.
He likes getting
Old
pegged.
leader.
Oh,
Oh man, that's fucking good. That's good shit there.
yeah, but I mean, yeah, like I said, that's gonna backfire. I already know it's gonna backfire. But
Not gonna quench your thirst.
anyways, what
Do you think
got
they
next?
claim them on taxes? Like
Dildos?
children? Yeah, why not?
Globo.
Like as an expense?
Sure. For sexual
don't-
pleasure.
I don't think so. I wonder what the precedent would be to like bring someone to court for owning too many dildos.
Bring a whole potato sack. It's like, look at this!
Yeah, look at all these dildos, and just throw them all over the court.
Look at this bag of dicks.
Security details holding dildos.
Oh, fuck.
And they have to like not laugh the whole time.
I would be dying. I would get told to get
Meanwhile,
out.
the gallery's just fucking dying.
Oh,
How
man.
can we take that seriously?
What a ridiculous law.
What you're telling me is you're in my courtroom because you have too many dicks. Yes, Your Honor.
I
Get
plead
out.
not guilty. I need this many dicks.
Oh, fuck.
We got next.
All right. Next, well, we got the 4th of July shooting.
Oh, we're going. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, we're doing this.
Everyone.
this.
Oh.
Well.
there's
You want me to do a
always
goofy
one.
voice?
Oh, you want to do
It's
a
like over
voice to make it
200.
funnier?
Huh?
Something.
Oh, you do the
Dash
African
down,
one. You want to do
die.
the African one?
Oh. Yeah, so we do a thing where we
I
sometimes
don't
get
go to parades.
we sometimes get tired of like reading all this sad stuff, so we'll just try to make it
a little bit more comical.
A
with
little,
voices.
yeah. So we'll do it with voices, even though it's dark.
223 people got pied at a parade.
Pie.
No. Voices as in like he'll do Goofy, or I'll do like an African voice.
Here, you want to do yours?
I don't know. It's up to
Yeah,
you.
you can do Toby's voice.
Toby?
Yeah,
Just because it's African?
yeah. Just read wherever you. Yeah, go ahead.
Is it
Is this Toby from The Office? Because we hate Toby.
No,
I'll just do, like,
just
the
picture
first
like
couple.
a kid trying to chase a lion in some African tribe.
I'll do the
plains.
first couple and you can do the rest.
Okay, that's acceptable then.
All right. At least 6 people were killed, and more than 30 others were hospitalized.
You say I'm bad
Following a
with words.
shooting at a 4th of July parade in Highland Park, Illinois. On Monday, and police have arrested a suspect in a shooting.
Sound more British than
I can barely
black.
hear myself, that's why.
Yeah, it sounds very British.
Well, a lot of Africans were actually taught English by.
Not the ones in tribes chasing lions
Well, how do you think they learned
in
English?
clicks and clocks. Oh, I'm sorry. I
That's
heard
what I'm
that
saying,
question
you
wrong.
know? Police said, Crimo?
Huh?
Is that Crimo?
Criminal.
Crimo?
Oh,
Crimo
Criminal.
was considered armed and dangerous and was pulled over. I'm just going to British now. I can't even do it.
you can go ahead. You can do it British.
Yeah, this
Let's say you
now.
were abducted and then you
And
were.
was pulled over by police Monday after a brief pursuit following hours-long manhunt. So pretty good.
Sure,
This is the
man.
first time
Hey,
doing it,
it's
so-
okay.
Yeah.
You need to work on
you
it,
just
but you're
say, You just say,
fine.
go do your Goofy now.
I don't do Goofy.
Okay, do Donald.
I don't do Donald. Where'd you left off? Sorry.
Second dash.
Second dash. Police said. Is that right?
Second dash.
Whoa.
No, the city of Highland Park. There you go.
Oh. What do you want me to do?
Read it, bitch.
Whoa, man. Jesus Christ.
I know you're drinking, but
Okay.
Holy shit.
Getting hostile.
I know.
Yeah, let's take it up 10 more notches.
oh yeah, I'm getting harder by the second.
Whoa, bro. I'm right here. God.
Yeah, watch his eye.
Jesus. Gotta wear goggles for protection. All right. The city of Highland Park initially stated that 16 people were injured and 5 were killed. But officials amend the total was to 6 dead and 31 injured during an afternoon press conference. Authorities said a high-powered rifle had been located on the rooftop, but did not offer more details. I'm trying to think of a voice real quick. I'm just gonna do this one more paragraph and then we're done.
Okay. Just do Seinfeld.
Oh, Jerry Seinfeld? Authorities earlier identified 22-year-old guy
Louder, a little louder.
as a
People!
as the suspect. They said he was driving a 2010 silver Honda Fit with the license plate DM80653, as in from the area. Several of the victims, all adults, died at the scene, and at least one died after being transferred to a hospital. The other injured,
I love that he was driving a Honda Fit.
Oh my god.
he's in style. The other, all right, we're done here.
So, I mean, really, this isn't anything new about all the shootings and shit. But here's what you know what I'm noticing?
The guy
You-
looked like
you
a
know how we
huge
live in Arizona,
tweaker.
right? How many mass shootings do you hear about in Arizona?
Was that a question?
Yeah,
it's a question. Like,
Hey, honestly,
like almost
wait,
none.
it was in Arizona?
You hear about California, you hear about Chicago,
Well,
you hear about New York,
lately-
you hear about
well,
Texas,
lately-
you hear about Florida.
Lately, we've been having some,
Well,
but
here's-
it's mostly
here's
like
the
these
thing.
little bowl cut Mexican
Arizona
kids.
has some of the most relaxed gun laws
Probably not.
in the country.
I
Yeah.
can't think of any in Arizona.
No.
Yeah, the
Same with
last one
Massachusetts.
that I remember personally was the one in like
I can't even
Prescott
think
or
of any.
something.
Well, besides the Boston bombing.
Yeah, but that's a
That
bomb.
was a bombing.
The Russians invaded that day.
But yeah,
Russians.
like the last one that I can remember for Arizona was like a grocery store shooting or something like that, and it was like 4 people died, and it was somewhere in like Tucson. Or
Oh, the
something.
Kathy Gifford thing.
I have no idea. I don't
Yeah.
know. But that was the last one, and that was like 8 years ago. It was a long motherfucking time ago.
Yeah.
But other than that, like, you don't really hear about anything. So you have people that are open carrying nowadays, especially in states like Arizona, and a lot of people just have guns now, and there's a really low mass shooting rate. So it's like, is there a connection between the two? Illinois has restrictive gun laws.
A lot.
California has restrictive gun laws. New York has restrictive gun laws, and you're seeing a pattern where it's like, if you have like all these people that you have to go through so many hoops in order to get a gun, and you can never open carry, you can't carry on your person, and if you do, it can't be a certain caliber or some bullshit like that. There's not really any laws in Arizona dictating that, but it is in all the other states where there's mass shootings. So it's like, okay, what if everyone had a gun?
Look at Japan. Japan just had some like authority figure get killed by like a homemade like gun thing. And Japan's like laws are like really strict when it comes to arms.
Crazy.
Well, it's like England too.
Yeah.
England,
Yeah,
you
they
can't
had
own
like
a
no
firearm.
security or anything.
Yeah,
He
but
was
like
just,
Japan, like
he was literally just standing
they
in the
have-
streets. And
they have like all the high tech shit.
Forget some dude was about to
Like-
break into one of the Supreme Court members' house and kill him, and he fucking turned himself in like right outside the guy's house. I heard
Yeah, I
something.
remember
My favorite
hearing
thing
that.
to watch in Japan right now is like people that live
Like,
in
there's-
these tiny like one. It's all in one bedroom, like your bathroom, everything.
Oh, yeah.
It's all in one bedroom. It's this tiny place, but yet they're making like cooking videos or like 3D printing stuff and
Yeah.
shit. And it's like you can technically 3D print a Glock.
Oh yeah,
Because
you
they
can.
That's a
are
good point, yeah.
100% plastic. It's a plastic fucking pistol.
Yeah.
So
It's like-
I know exactly how that could work. I haven't looked up diagrams or anything like that, just because the FBI is listening. And no, but it's a thing where you could shoot one projectile and the gun is done. So technically,
yeah.
you could sneak it past security to in an airport, for example, because it's plastic, right?
Fuck off.
It won't beep or anything like that. So theoretically, you could do something with a plastic gun.
Interesting.
Yeah.
We're getting invaded by crows over here.
Yeah, they're playing. They're all fucking talking about our meat that we cooked.
The birds.
Crows are big ass birds, man. I never noticed them till
Oh yeah,
like
they're fucking enormous.
10 years
They're like
ago.
owls almost.
Yeah. I feel like we never had them out here until like
Hey.
the last 5-7 years.
God damn it.
Well, there's not a lot of farmland out here anymore.
Yeah, it's gonna turn into warehouses.
Yeah, man.
my
Gotta love
God.
the industrialization of Arizona.
Somebody go eat those fucking.
Oh, I can hear them.
Is there someone?
Can you hear this?
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
can hear them.
Oh God, we're being invaded. I'm telling you, it's the meat.
So you guys just smoked this meat, or because I know we were talking yesterday, and you said that you were
Yeah,
smoking.
we just got done eating it.
Oh,
It
damn.
just came off the grill like maybe an hour ago. I want to say. Ate it like a half hour ago.
Yeah. Yeah, no, like 5 minutes ago we started eating it.
This
Yeah.
episode is brought to you by The Birds by Alfred Hitchcock.
They're about to attack us for the remains of it.
Sounds like it.
Suck our eyes out.
Oh man! All right, what's next?
Sound like they're getting violent. Next I got.
Yeah, go bring it under the fucking canopy at least.
Oh. All right.
Yeah,
Next.
what's the next one?
All right.
Mr. Miller gets attacked.
Oh god. So we got Smithfield's Foods settles pork price fixing lawsuit for $42 million. This is in Omaha, Nebraska.
Smithfield.
Yep.
Aren't they the people that make like the bacon shit?
Yeah.
They make all kinds of cuts. They do like bacon. They do
Yeah, yeah,
pork
they do.
shoulder, ribs, that type of stuff.
So Smithfield's Food will pay restaurants and caterers $42 million to settle a lawsuit that accused the giant meat producer of conspiring to inflate pork prices, which will likely only add to concerns about how the lack of competition in the industry affects meat prices. Lawyers began notifying companies affected by the latest settlement Tuesday. Previously, Smithfield settled with a different group of pork buyers for $83 million, and JBS agreed to pay the restaurant and caterers $12.75 million in the pork lawsuit. Earlier this year, JBS also said it would pay $52.5 million to settle a similar beef price fixing lawsuit. Neither Smithfield nor JBS admitted any wrongdoing as part of those settlements. And officials at Smithfield headquarters in Virginia declined to comment on the details of the deal.
Did you almost say comment?
Whoa, bro. The restaurant companies the restaurant companies that sued accused the meat processors that control more than 70% of the pork production of coordinating efforts to limit the supply of hogs and inflate prices between 2009 and this year. The lawsuit remains pending against other major pork producers, including Hormel, Tyson Foods, Seaboard Foods, and Triumph Foods, and the AgriStats database company they allegedly used to share confident information about price, capacity, and demand. The lawsuit says that the private information in those reports allowed competitors to compare their profits and helped them control supply and price of pork.
That sounds about right. Well, that's how a lot of... Okay, so... How do I say this? So you know how like a lot of stock markets are based off of like what countries produce and how much they sell it for? Like that
No.
dictates how the stock market's going basically. So like there's orange juice, there's bacon, that type of stuff. That's like what the United States economy is based off of. There's other things for different countries, you know. But pork is a huge thing apparently in the United States, and Smithfield is one of the largest producers in the United States.
I always felt
So
like beef was like the big one.
I mean, it's definitely big, but it's, you
That
know,
was beef, then pork, and then maybe like chicken.
it's a lot easier to raise and feed pigs because they'll eat anything rather than
Sure.
cows. But anyways,
Yeah. They'll eat you.
oh yeah, that's how the mob gets rid of bodies. So
Yep.
basically, if you have a company that can directly affect stock prices of pork for other companies, then you have a situation where they're literally inflating the prices artificially by excuse me,
What was that?
it was my voice just cracked, by
Cute.
making it seem like either there's a what do you call it, a pork crisis where there's like not enough.
Yeah,
pork to
they're
go
trying to
around.
make everybody's doing it. They're literally trying to make everything seem like it's a shortage because
Exactly.
during the
Yeah.
pandemic, all these companies were making record profits, and that's what they're all trying to do. Every single one of them.
Yep, exactly. So it's
That's
similar.
That's it.
It's, yeah,
Like-
it's similar for a bunch of different companies. Like not just.
They
pork.
figured out. They figured out when people are scared, they're going to spend every cent they have. They're going to buy all sorts of shit and stock
mean,
up, and that's what they're trying to do.
Charmin went
Toilet
crazy at the whole,
paper.
oh my god, I'm
That's what they
gonna
were
shit
trying to
myself
do.
to death because I have COVID. Apparently, doesn't make any fucking sense. But you know,
Toilet paper was the biggest
Yeah,
one. I'm like,
that's
why
like
are you
Charmin.
overbuying that?
like I can understand tissues, like
Like,
tissue
what if
paper
water
for, like,
doesn't
blowing
work?
your nose because of COVID. But do you think shitting?
Yeah, they're
is
all
a-
just trying to blame it, blame everything.
Yeah, I mean, that's just kind of like the human condition where they're just like, oh my god, I'm scared. Just buy anything and everything that I can and stock up on it, because you know.
Could you imagine?
Toilet paper.
Yeah.
But another thing that went up a lot is, I mean, bacon's obviously gone up probably at least 50% over the last couple of years. But
Lizzie's.
Dude, everything. Oscar Mayer is like it's like $8 or $9 for
Yeah,
the amount of it.
Fucking.
it used to be
Hot
like
dogs
$6 or
and
$6.50. Yeah, it used to be
I
$6.50
work
for
at a
pound.
grocery store, so I see all these prices. Like I
Yeah.
know exactly what's.
Then you go to Walmart and they're normal prices almost.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
But sometimes they also have sales on other stores, like depending on what they decide to do.
I was gonna
But
say,
like the
like,
sales
Walmart
are like,
never
Yeah.
has
oh,
sales.
this usually costs $8. Do you want to pay $6 instead? And it's like, oh my god, it's a sale. And
Oh, well, that's what they keep talking about. Fuel. Like
What do you
how it'll knock down like maybe a couple cents.
oh yeah,
And then people be like, oh my God, what a drop.
Yeah.
And then be like, I'm content with this. And it's like,
and then it goes up. Like
it
another
was
dollar.
$2.
Yeah.
Like maybe let's get back to $2. No,
Yeah.
4 is
Four
fine.
is amazing. It's better than 6, and it's like, yeah, but it's not as good as fucking 2.
So, oh, man.
But yeah, another thing that's gone up is beef jerky. Not sure if you noticed that.
It's always
Beef jerky
been up.
has been going up like $1 a pound every year for like the last 3 years, I think. So it was like 10 for a pound, and now it's like 14. I think Jack Links is what they're
I've
selling
seen some
it
for like 22.
But it's skyrocketing, and the quality is getting worse too.
I was about to say it's not even that great. I like
Yeah.
homemade jerky more than that shit on the stores.
Exactly, and that's the thing. It's like I'm about ready to just like start swearing off restaurants and buying a farm. It'd be cheaper. I grow all my own shit. I know where it's coming from. So you figured it out.
That's why I have
right?
chickens, dude. I eat so much egg salad and shit. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing beats a fresh egg.
No. My
I actually
landlord
never
gave
had
me
a
fresh
farm
eggs.
fresh
Them
egg
shits
before.
were so good.
Do you eat your eggs at
Me? Yeah, I eat my own eggs and
Yeah.
rabbits and
Oh,
ducks and whatever I got.
fun. I got another one.
Yes, I do.
I think this is actually probably the last one.
Wait, you're gonna get a farm?
No, I was thinking. I was like, okay, the way that the economy is going, I don't like. Eventually, you're gonna have to be able to support your own shit.
No, bro, you gotta depend on the government. The
No, fuck
government
that.
will take care of you. And
Government's
remember,
gonna turn
it's
into
all
North
Putin's
Korea, I
fault.
swear. It's like, oh well, if you want to live, you got to work for us. It's like, fuck.
All right. So, this last one before I go into it, we got a little backstory.
Okay.
So I found out about this couple on Snapchat on one of those subscription
Are they swingers?
Snapchat stories. It was like love has no judgment. Or I don't know. What the fuck
Oh, is this like a fucking pedophile thing?
No.
Okay.
No, I'm pretty sure I wouldn't watch that. I'm not like you. Bottom line is, it's this guy that was a child actor who owns like a couple businesses, and he's like 4 foot something, and he's dating like he's like in his 50s or 60s. I don't remember. I'll read into it right now.
Okay.
And he's dating this like, she's pretty good looking. I wouldn't say she's like smoking hot, but she's pretty good looking gal,
porn
and
star?
she's like OnlyFans type of shit.
Oh, okay.
So they did a whole story on them, like, oh, love. It's called Love Don't Judge, anyways. And they talk about, oh no, I'm not with him for the money, and yada yada. So they did like, let's bring him back, and we'll ask him like serious personal questions. So they asked him a question, and I'll read it here in a minute, and that backfired, and it created issues between them, and then they split.
Okay.
And then she is now dating a guy her age when she always... Anyways.
Is he like also rich and famous or whatever?
It's just another OnlyFans guy, I guess.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's the backstory.
I love the way your dick looks on the webcam.
Oh my God. So Sarah Rusi, 29, from California, split with Mason Reese, 57, a week after he publicly denied she was the best lover he'd ever had. The unusual relationship was well documented over the years, and in interviews, Sarah insists that she loves older men, despite being branded a gold digger for dating 4'10" Mason, who uses a mobility scooter. I don't know why they had to add that there.
Wait, he uses them.
Those little electronic scooters.
So
Like
he
the-
can't like walk or something?
I don't know. I haven't seen
God.
pictures of him walking. That's not something I
Okay.
put on the internet to look at. Sarah told Female that she was hurt by Mason's comment in the video and said the relationship had become more like a friendship towards the end. However, she has quickly found new love with an influencer from Instagram called Jessie, all known as 36 Live. New York-based Mason, who was previously a regular on the daytime talk show The Mike Douglas Show, and appeared in commercials for Underwood Deviled Ham, Post Raisin Bran, and Dunkin' Donuts, met Sarah on Facebook in 2019. After living in New York for some time, the couple moved to Florida, where the relationships went downhill. In their most recent video interview, she said Mason was asked, "So, is Sarah the best you've ever had?" He replied, "I'm not the best I've ever been, let's just say that." Rusi, who is now rocking pink hair instead of her signature sleek brunette locks, looked indignant and said to her partner, "You said I was." Mason replied, "I don't recall saying that." The couple argued after the video was aired online, with Mason blaming his girlfriend, saying, "The video is your fault. You made me do it." The 57-year-old accused his young lover of cheating on him with another influencer. She said, "I started following 36 Live about a year ago, and he got in touch about taking some photos in his studio for OnlyFans. We both have an OnlyFans account." I had just moved to Florida 2 months before to move in with Mason, and he messaged him to see if he wanted to collaborate. I told him I had a boyfriend. How weird is that gonna be? I have
Collaborate, and then he's gonna stick his penis in her vajayjay.
Pretty
and
much.
put it on OnlyFans.
Oh,
Pretty much.
They def-
It's gonna be like, oh, I
They
got with my ex. He.
So where'd it go? So she said, I told him I had a boyfriend. Quote, we were texting a little bit before we met, and we had so much in common, so I became really intrigued by him. I then had some important appointments in his city, so we started hanging out. Yeah. By then, my relationship with Mason was starting to feel more like a friendship. So after our last episode of Love Don't Judge, that's the one,
Okay.
where he made those comments, we had a conversation and ended it. It's been messy, he said mean things to me. What? It's been messy, he said mean things to me. And I've said mean things to him. But our relationship sadly just became like roommates. Rusi received a wave of online support after announcing the split with fans saying, good for you, girl. Go and be happy. But that is a good point that you guys
never
said.
Show me his picture. Like, who,
Oh,
what's
do you wanna look it up?
Yeah. You told me his name. I don't know what he looks like, and he said that he rides around on a scooter. I'm gonna assume either he's really fat or
Yeah, he's short and fat.
Oh, okay.
He is like a... If you guys
the
want to look
dude
it up.
from 90 Day Fiance. What the fuck is his name?
Oh, the fucking guy with no neck, the purple nugget from McDonald's.
Yeah, Big Ed. Is that his name?
Who? Oh yeah, Big Ed. Yeah. Is that him? No, I can't.
No, hold on. Her name is
Yeah.
Sarah, and his name is Mason. I'm gonna see if I put that under Google, I'll find it.
I really feel like those types of reality TV shows are just that. Like, there's no truth or anything.
This isn't a reality TV show. They did it for like 3 years.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and she's pretty good looking, and you see
What do you
him.
mean he's pretty good looking?
She
Oh,
is, not
is,
him.
okay.
What the fuck?
Okay.
You gonna describe
All right.
this to them?
Yes, I'm gonna describe it. Okay, so do you? Oh fuck! What's that kid's name?
You're not good at this.
No, I'm looking at his hairstyle and his face, and it's like, okay, I can see that. Okay, so she's attractive.
Yeah, she's not.
She's
she's
like-
good
she's
looking.
like a 6.
Like I would do her. That's about
Yeah,
it.
she's like a 5 or a 6.
I wouldn't want her because she's a slut. But you get the.
Right, OnlyFans.
Yeah.
But he
looks like a mouse.
no, he would play one of the dwarves in Lord of the Rings. In Lord of the Rings, or the
I was
Hobbit.
thinking Loompa Loompas, but
Like, he's not a hobbit, he's a dwarf. Where he's like big. His fingers are literally only like 2 inches long. That's what it looks like. Look at his fucking fingers, bro.
oh my god, yeah.
Yeah, like like that's what people are making fun of Donald Trump for, that type of shit. Like having really small
Wait,
hands.
what's his last name?
So just type in Sarah and Mason, and it popped right up. You'll see a short little old man, and then you'll see like the attractive girl
Oh my
right
god, he
next to him.
looks just like what he looked like as a child, but just way fatter and way uglier. I mean, he was already an ugly kid, but oh yeah, okay, I get it. So he was a child star in the 80s and then stopped being a star as soon as he stopped being a child.
Yes,
So
that's usually how it works.
I've never heard of him before.
and if you're
he's
from
not
this era,
relevant.
they get into drugs and go insane.
All right,
Look at Brittany, Amanda, and Lindsay.
Jesus.
Yeah, there you go. Right though? Do you agree? He's 57.
Uh-oh. Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can hear you. Hello?
Uh-oh.
Hello?
Oh yeah. Hi.
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
This connection.
Oh.
No, it says I'm still on the call.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Oh,
Yeah?
it just popped in, and there we go.
So you can hear?
I can hear you now.
All right. Did you find the picture?
I think I did. No, I was fucking around with it, and that's when I lost you guys.
Oh, okay.
But yeah.
I got another phone.
All right.
No, but yeah, her.
I think she got upset though
Well, no,
because she's a
here's what I'm
porn
trying to
star.
figure out, because
Quotes, and he just admitted, "You're not the best I've ever been."
Yeah.
So for a young girl, quote, hot, to not be good in bed and yet be a porn star, it's kind of like defaming
She's not
you,
even
isn't
a young
it?
girl though. She's like, she's older than me. She's older than you.
Well, how
She's
old is
not-
she?
she's
I've
almost
seen
30.
this guy before.
You have, right? Yeah.
What fucking movie is he from?
Who is it?
This dude. He looks so familiar, and I just saw an article about him not too long ago, and I was like, oh, he's the kid from... But I don't remember what it was.
But yeah, no. Looking at the girl, like, nothing about her is super attractive. Like, nothing.
I think she might have an ass on her. That's about it.
Oh, it's like an alien.
Yeah.
Fucking alien.
I mean, like, her face is really round, and there's not really any
What the
like,
fuck you wanted? Triangular or something?
no, like, shapely. Like, this is just circular.
Shapely.
Her hair is really like not full. It's just like straight
Jesus
and
Christ.
gross. I mean, there's nothing really attractive. She's like a 5
Bro.
or a 6, and but he's like a 2. So I'm trying to figure out like what happened. Like maybe he just manages his money really well, and that's why he got
That's probably what it is.
OnlyFans, I guess. But I don't see why she was so upset. Because, you know,
Well, she's upset because, like I said, it kind of defamed her.
like
Like
she's
when
an
you
OnlyFans
see
star,
hot
but-
women, you assume like, fuck, they must be like hot and like crazy in bed. And for this guy to be like, I've had better.
I mean,
Even though you're younger than me, so your sex drive should be like really up there. But for him to say I've had better, that's kind of like, oh, you
maybe
must
he has
be,
this erectile dysfunction.
you must
or
be
something.
really fucking shitty.
Might just has an erectile dysfunction.
Well, that's one for you.
But for a
To,
guy that's almost 60 and a girl's almost 30, I mean they're both pretty. I'm not gonna say ugly, but not high up on the.
well, she's dating like a guy that's like skinny, has long, dyed like neon green hair, and like
Gross.
full of tats.
Like what's this fuck? Machine Gun Kelly or some shit.
Yeah, kind of like that.
Ugh.
But I guess they both have an OnlyFans, I guess.
Well, I want to get your guys' opinion on. This is a totally different subject.
Yeah,
on,
that's different
on-
articles.
Do you guys think that we're going to have a recession in the next year?
Oh my god.
I think we're already in a recession, and they just
Yeah.
haven't claimed it yet.
Yeah,
Okay.
It's not official,
Okay, fair.
I could agree
So
with that.
so give
but
me
it's going
your-
on. Yeah.
Give me your like facts and opinions on what you see that leads you to believe that we're already in a recession.
Just some bullshit that I see on Reddit.
Okay.
I don't
So
know. I mean, just the way the prices are, and all these companies have been doing nothing for the last few years, but just talking about how they're making the most money they've ever made ever in history. There's just so much money out there moving around between all these fucking billionaires, and like why are these prices so high? Why
Rent
are
is
we
going up.
why is
the
the common person suffering so bad right now?
Yeah.
right. So this is going to be my question. Obviously, the common American, you, me, Cisco, and your co-host, is going to be experiencing the same things basically. If we don't already like own homes or own assets that are just gaining.
I can't even
value.
own like a foot-long sub, man, at Subway.
Yeah, if you don't hold any assets that gain value,
Oh,
as
my
they
sub won't gain
just
value.
stay in the market, like a home or like if you're invested in Apple or something.
Silver.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Then you're going to be experiencing basically middle class to poverty. You're not going to be on the high end of anything. The middle class is basically gone at this point.
It's mostly like trying to get by at this point, isn't
Yeah.
it?
So like if you're probably living paycheck to paycheck, or you are 2 paychecks away from being homeless type of deal.
Yeah, they're trying to suck all the money out of the boomers. They have all this money stashed away. They're trying to suck it all up.
Right.
Yeah.
So what my question
That's what I think's going on. That's
Yeah.
what I think they really want to do. All these fucking rich fucks. They want to suck out all the money all these people have stashed away. They want to take it all.
Fair.
That's
Yeah.
what they're trying to do.
And that is true, because if you start looking at it and asking people around,
And then the people that are living paycheck to paycheck, we're so fucked because they're
Yeah.
trying to drain those people.
yeah,
We cannot acquire any wealth unless
Exactly.
we already have something.
Like
It's impossible.
They like to say that 90% of the money that's currently in the economy belongs in the hands of the lower class. But then you also got to say, like, how many upper classes there and how many lower classes there, like,
Well, they're-
ratio wise.
yeah, what they're doing is they're trying to make people take out of their savings and kind of drain their
exactly. Like,
savings. Is really what's going on.
The boomers,
Yes, exactly.
they have
Yeah.
properties. Like a
They're
lot
trying
of.
to they like even Mitch McConnell was up there saying like people are going to get back to work once they don't have any more stimulus money to live off of.
Right. It's like, what do you mean
There
stimulus
is no more
money?
stimulus money.
That was
That's
like
literally what he said.
$400.
That's what he said. Nobody wants to work because they're still living on. They still got their stimulus money stashed away.
Yeah.
Pieces of shit.
Yeah, it's like that doesn't make any sense. Like, if I won the lottery, sure, but you gave me like $500. That literally is a car payment.
Well, I mean, there
Or
was a
half their rent,
$1,000 one.
you know what I'm
in there,
saying?
too.
It ain't shit.
Because we're not who they're
Yeah.
going after. They're going after the people with more money than us.
Pretty much.
But like people like boomers, people that were able to get lucky in the economy before it turned to shit. And I'm talking before, as in like before the housing market crisis in 2007 or something. Before that, if you already were,
2008 around there.
Yeah.
yeah, if
2008.
you're already in and you already owned your home at that point, you were set because you didn't owe the bank anything.
Yeah.
All you got to do is like pay mortgage tax or whatever, property tax.
Property fees.
But people after that, the economy just stayed shitty. It didn't get any better. They just figured out ways around it. So now you have an overinflated price for houses that were supposed to cost $150,000 now costing $400,000. They're not any better. They're not any better built, and everything's like that. So
Oh yeah, everything's in worse condition and it's worth way more. It doesn't.
right,
Yeah.
and it doesn't make any fucking sense. And it's like, oh, you have a property.
That's our whole
that has a
infrastructure, though. Our whole infrastructure is. Like
Yeah,
that.
I know,
It's
and
all
like
shit.
the whole thing basically just
It's
needs
going
to
to cost
be.
way more to repair it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The whole thing needs to be revamped basically because nothing works anymore. Like the economy is just going. It's hopefully we hang on by the thread, right?
Well, I think that's where we're at right now.
Yeah, and it's like the financial system in the United States should have been good, but it's almost like because of corporations and
Come
because
on,
of greed,
man.
huh?
Come on.
No,
It's
because of
Putin's
corporations
fault.
and
Come
because of
on.
greed and all this shit, it's kind of stunted
There's
growth.
so much money out there. Why? There's so much.
Yeah, but most of it belongs to
Yeah.
corporations. It's like owned by
Yeah.
the Walmart family, the Waltons, I think their names are right, or
Oh,
what?
I don't know. I don't.
Yeah, they're like the
I never
like,
researched
top
the history of
five.
More
Walmart.
than the 99 combined, like way more.
Yeah,
John Walmart, Diane Walmart.
yeah, and it's like I
I
understand
don't think people
success.
can really fathom how much $250 billion or whatever Bezos is worth.
Right.
Like how much that really
and
is.
Elon Musk and shit. And the thing is, like, I can understand success and I can understand wanting your own money because you did it, right? Like, we're proud of you. Great job.
America.
But when you have so much
Good for
money,
you.
when you have so much money that you literally can't even spend it, you can do things
Yeah.
with the money that you can't even spend, things that normal people would have to pay for. Musk, Bezos, and who's the Windows guy? Bill Gates.
Bill Gates.
They get out of paying
The largest
taxes.
farm owner in America?
Yeah. They get out of paying taxes because they hit a certain capacity for donations. If you donate a certain amount of money, you don't have to pay any taxes. You're not?
Okay, no.
So, okay, I'll put
I'm here for the jokes,
I'll put
bro.
this, I'll put this,
I'm not here for
I'll
the
put this into
politics.
terms for you can understand.
Yeah, where's the jokes?
I don't know. I've been
That's
waiting
the
on
joke.
them.
What's
The joke is the U.S.
That's the
economy.
prank.
The joke is
We're
he
fucked.
went off the rails and
That's right. That's
Yeah.
the joke.
No, I just get
you're fucked, you fucked, and the guy way in the back, you are fucked too.
check under your chair, check under your chair. Oh, you're fucked.
And for a special offer, $9.99, we'll throw another one.
Yeah, I got a piece of shit too.
What'd you get, little Timmy? I got a piece of shit. Yeah, that's right. You got a piece of shit.
Mine comes in a plastic bag. You're a little specialer than the others.
Oh god.
Oh man.
Anyways, I think that's it actually that we want to talk about though.
I do. Hey, you guys are wrestling fans too, right?
I'm just trying not to get too comfy.
Where's that?
You will.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
They're-
That's why I'm sitting like this and not taking my shoes off and resting my feet up like I want to.
Sit in that thing.
You guys are wrestling
The
fans,
hammock
right?
chair.
Wrestling.
Yeah.
Yeah, wrestling.
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 I love
Yeah,
wrestling.
we do a little bit of wrestling.
That's right. How long have you guys been doing that?
Jesus Christ.
2017.
Yeah. Well, because of the pandemic, it seems way shorter, but it's a while now.
That's awesome. When did you guys start watching wrestling? How old were you?
Child.
Yeah.
It started,
Yeah.
yeah, same. Somewhere in 1996 is when I
So
started.
yeah, definitely the 90s, the best
early
era.
90s. I watched it with my dad when I was a kid.
Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yeah, the whole Attitude
Oh, yeah.
Era. Bret Hart, Shawn
Triple
Michaels.
H, DX.
Yeah, DX.
Meat.
Cisco.
I even
started-
got in before though with Hollywood Hulk Hogan, fucking Shawn Michaels before all that shit, fucking what's his name, fucking Pillman,
Brian
Oh,
Pillman.
Brian Pillman. Yeah.
Ryman.
Cisco
He
started
technically didn't make it
watching.
into the Attitude Era.
No, he didn't.
Right, yeah.
He didn't. But he
Was
was
it?
right before, and he faced
Yeah.
Stone Cold a couple times.
He teamed with Stone Cold.
Yeah.
I think Cisco started watching WWE in like what 2002 or something.
Yeah, I was a little late to it. I started watching in like 05.
Yeah. And you're not
Ruthless Aggression.
Yeah, ruthless
Yeah.
aggression era.
06, 05, 06, and 07.
That was alright. You had Ric
That's
Flair.
when
You
they got
It
that
had its moments. It had its
It
moments.
was
Yeah.
Ric Flair, Triple
You know?
H, and
My-
fucking Randy Orton.
I mean,
Who else
Edge,
running shit?
Johnny Cena.
I mean, Batista and Randy Orton had great careers.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah, they were all running shit. It was great.
So yeah,
John Cena.
He wanted to be Mysterio
no.
because he's Mexican.
Honestly, no. Fuck you. Yeah. No.
Cena's
What?
too polarizing.
The first episode I ever watched was when Big Show flipped a fucking Jeep over.
a Jeep.
Yeah. I don't know if you guys ever
he's
saw
he's
that.
fucking huge. That probably would have been easy.
What about
And
when
then-
him and Lesnar blew up the ring?
No, that was
They
like
They
blew
that'd
blew
be-
up the ring.
Yeah, they did.
What the fuck is
They
that?
did a top suplex off the top rope.
Yeah, superplex off the top rope when the ring imploded.
And like the
Yeah,
ring
Like,
just
that was Big
collapsed.
Show's
Yeah,
thing.
the
He
ring
would
came
always
down.
flip over a car. He did like a Honda Civic or like a small car. At
Was
first.
that planned or
And
something?
then it was
or-
getting bigger and bigger each
But yeah,
year.
WWE was big on car things.
Yeah.
So
Now it's, my God, they got sent away in an ambulance.
To a medical facility.
Yeah, now they're in a medical facility and everyone's like, gasp. And it's like those weren't gasp moments when I was a child, all right?
yeah.
Gasp moments were watching Shane McMahon jump off the fucking Titantron. 'Cause
Yeah.
He didn't give a fuck. He was just trying to prove his dad, like, I mean something. His dad's like, I don't give a fuck.
I mean, that's why I watch. I watch more AEW now than WWE. I don't know if anybody knows about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, AEW.
I was gonna ask you guys-
That's the way to go with wrestling these days.
If you like if you like that type of wrestling, the Attitude Era, Ruthless Aggression, AEW is what you should be watching.
Yeah.
Ruthless aggression, even attitude, yeah. Like,
Yeah.
More attitude.
Yeah. I mean, it just
way
has more of that
attitude.
sweet, more off the cuff.
They had a mimosa match, all right? That's
seems
the
less-
attitude.
It just seems more. I don't know. Has a different feel to it.
Yeah. Well, it's like WCW doing attitude. That's how I feel. But WCW had its moments too. Like I
WCW?
was into
Yeah.
wrestling back when Monday Nitro was fucking huge for me. Diamond Dallas Page, and then that movie came out, and then like it was on the verge of WCW going under, but they did the triple tier cage.
Yeah.
Yeah,
for a
they should
pay-per-view
bring it back.
And that, yeah, but that shit was so fucking
was
awesome.
that
watching
like
that as a
Fast and
child.
Furious?
Oh yeah,
Is
as a
that how it
kid,
is now? Like
yeah.
just getting more,
Because
and more ridiculous.
now they took
No.
it from a movie and it was like seeing it like in real life. It's like, okay, these wrestlers that I actually know are in there. Jeff Jarrett's in there. You know? It was awesome though seeing that.
His name, David.
Yeah, David. But he still wrestles.
Yeah, he
You know,
does.
he didn't stop wrestling. David
Now he's got a
Arquette still
cousin who wrestles, Katie
Yeah.
Arquette.
Yeah.
Oh.
He still wrestles.
Oh,
Like he does more wrestling than acting these days.
Cisco,
So-
what was the name of the guy that got caught up in that thing that you're talking about earlier.
Vince?
Yeah, Vince McMahon. Yeah, he had that.
Oh boy.
Yeah,
WWE.
yeah. Josh doesn't know a
Not
lot.
looking
I don't
good,
follow wrestling,
but
like,
although
at all.
they are getting more viewers.
Because of
Well,
it?
well, did you, no,
Because of it.
well, did you hear what's going on now with this whole lawsuit thing? They found out he paid like
Yeah.
4 other women now.
Yep.
Yeah, $12 million.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
That's what's known about.
That ain't shit.
That's what's come out so
Yeah, that
far.
ain't shit. Vince
I mean-
McMahon's one of the wealthiest men in the world. Like $12 million, that's petty cash.
That's just a couple Ferraris.
Think of
no
how
worries.
many emails.
Oh,
Holy
man.
shit.
I wonder
Oh,
if
well.
anything's gonna go there.
I
go
say
there for
fuck
that.
it.
Yeah,
My-
it's not like,
Well, he did.
That's what Vince
so-
said.
Fuck him. No, he's
Fuck 'em.
Damn, you're
You at the same time.
I don't care. If you're gonna be like that, bring back Attitude Era and at least
Spread
make
'em.
it make sense.
You don't want to see my
in
bed? I got a
wrestling.
ring around it. We
If
can
you're gonna be a
wrestle.
dirtbag, make it make sense.
He's a carny piece of shit.
Make everybody be a dirtbag. Bring
Right.
back Attitude Era. Bring back Stone Cold. Have him drink beers all the time. Fucking bring back
Make him do
Divas.
cocaine.
no, God, don't bring back the deer.
Yeah,
Wasn't it cocaine? Or they did like some type of
This whole
drug.
thing is about
Like
is
when they
going
were
from
like
the diva surgery.
when they
Yeah.
did like glass and chairs and shit, they would like hurt themselves, but none of them felt anything because they're on drugs.
What?
I heard
Yeah.
about that. Yeah, it was like they're on cocaine or like some wild fucking drug where they're like pain free and they didn't feel anything for like 2 days. Is that
The only thing I can think of that was that extreme in drug fields was like maybe ECW.
I don't know what ACW is. I don't follow
CW
it.
was crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, WWE had the big
Yeah,
big steroid scandal. I mean,
Yeah, they
that
had
was
steroids, but ECW.
But they, I mean, there's stories about they had doctors that were just writing them whatever, just
Yeah.
for whatever.
Back in the
they want.
80s.
Yeah, it
And
didn't
they had
matter.
that's
Vince McMahon money. You can't fuck with that.
yeah.
Like, any doctor. I
Wait,
guarantee any
there's also
doctor,
a
if you
bunch
give
of shit
them $1
about
million,
this.
they will write
I want
you
to know what
any
that drug
script.
is where you can't feel anything. Imagine the shit we can do during a wrestling.
Oh my god. Holy shit. We would be. Dude, we would go out there like the fucking.
You wonder why? That's why.
Oh, what's that
We'd be
one
like,
kid that jumps
Brian
off
Newman
tables or
Max.
some shit and like lands on cactuses and broken glass and shit?
Yeah, I mean,
And he takes off his shirt.
Oh, the
I don't
super.
feel a fucking thing.
dude, people say
Yeah.
wrestling isn't real, but like,
Oh, dude.
dude, you have no idea.
I will
how painful
fight
that shit is.
somebody.
You have no idea how.
Like,
these
I
people feel
literally
doing
want
that
to
shit.
fight somebody every time I hear that shit. It's like, okay, yeah. It's predetermined.
It's
we know
scripted.
who's going to win.
Yeah.
But that's for our sake, all right? Because we would go out there and fight to the death. Like, you don't understand. It needs to be predetermined. And, like, the shit that we're taking, these slams, like, each slam, what did they do? Or a doctor fucking said that it takes, like, 2 minutes off of your life, like a cigarette does. So
Damn.
every fucking bump you take in the ring is 2 minutes off your fucking life.
So we all got a bump card.
Look at every wrestler that's been wrestling. Like, look at Matt Hardy, for instance. He hasn't even
Oh
been
my
doing it that
God.
long.
Dude,
He's
well-
not as old as Stone Cold,
Dude.
and he can't walk for
Yeah,
shit.
where he used
Yeah.
to jump off the top rope and land on his.
Yeah, but I mean,
ass,
that's
go over and
let somebody say
Yeah.
wrestling's
see what
fake.
that does. Just
Say that to Matt Hardy. Say wrestling's fake. Say jumping through a fucking aluminum ladder's fake. No matter what, that thing is bent in a certain way that it's not meant to give under
these
certain
people
weight.
put their
That meant-
bodies
that-
through some crazy shit for our entertainment.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
people-
that's like those. Everything that they're jumping through, those tables. Like, if you look at the tables, those tables are legit tables. I mean, yeah, they break pretty easily, but that little ring that goes around, that thin little piece of metal that
King
goes around
Harley.
the edge of it, yeah, that will slice anybody's back.
Or Bob Howard.
Hardcore Holly.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
he
hard-
got sliced up. From
Yeah,
that
they'll
table,
fuck up
yeah.
anybody's back and shit. Like, this shit, like, I'm thankful that, like, thankfully, like, our tag team, Dillon Street Boys, we do comedic stuff. We go out and, like, typically our matches are pretty easy. Like, we don't take too many bumps, if any. Like, we've gotten away with doing a match with, like, 1-2 bumps.
Yeah.
And that's from both teams. Like, yeah, like, so it's very comical stuff, but it's still wrestling. It's
Right.
still what the fans want to see. You don't need to go out and kill yourself, like, especially for the indie scene. If you're not getting paid what WWE or AEW is paying you,
Yeah.
you shouldn't be out there fucking killing yourself.
Yeah, the
for
indie
these
scene
indies.
does it
I'm
bad,
sorry, like
man.
that's just.
Unless you
It's-
really are determined to make it, unless you're
But
like.
still, like. I
Yeah,
mean,
I'll-
go
do you
hard.
think Darby
don't go-
Allin would be where he is right now if he didn't do what he did?
Yeah, but look at that kid. What's his name? The one that couldn't nail the flip. He always fucked up his flip.
It's not the kid who.
Yeah,
that-
we're booking him now,
Yeah.
but he
He
always.
fucked it up once and then he.
Yeah,
got
and
nervous.
he went viral because he fucked up this flip, and like it went on Botchamania, and fucking.
He
And
like
now,
hurt
like,
himself or
we book
something,
him
or-
all the time, but it's just like
What
he
kid
doesn't do
was
the
this?
flip anymore, and he learned from his mistakes.
What was
And
that
he
one
doesn't
time?
go hard now. Like, it's like now he's adjusted and he understands what his limitations are, and it's like that's what you need to do. Like, don't go out there trying to kill yourself for these fans that are your take homes, your merchandise.
And hot
Whatever
dogs.
you sell, and then the $20 and hot dogs that the promoter's giving you, because that's all you get. Like, you don't get much in indie wrestling. Like, it's all your
Nothing.
merchandise.
It's just because you enjoy doing it.
Yeah, and that's how I look at it. It's a hobby for us.
All right. Yeah,
That's
I'll
awesome.
never say that wrestling is fake. Like I know that it's scripted.
I used to fight kids in elementary school when
Yeah,
they
I
said
know that
that.
it's scripted. It's
Like, you're full of
supposed to be-
I will
shit.
tell
Fuck
you right
you.
It's
now, the
supposed to be like a
punches
really- Go ahead.
are, for the most part, fake. If
Oh, yeah.
all right, so
You're
it's
not gonna straight up punch
okay,
someone
funny
and-
story. All right, either they're gonna be really shitty punches that like you're just like I'm not selling that. So like
That's
you
like
don't
stomp
even
on
like
the-
you
on the
just
thing,
like you
yeah.
immediately punch them back because it looks so shitty, or they're hitting you so hard that you have no choice but to fucking sell that, or they get you just so it could go like there's a good medium like it, but typically it goes like just right.
Forearms and stuff, though, you
Yeah.
gotta like lay it in
Forearms.
enough to get the.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
you know,
You could definitely like forearms are the best to take. Punches, they're pretty easy if the other person. They say if you have a beard, it's the best. That's why like a lot of wrestlers have beards now.
forearms and chops are the way to go.
Yeah, forearms and chops. Me being I want to be a more brawler style, but I guess I need to be more tactical and airborne. That's what.
Yeah, that's what I
so-
definitely think. I'm going more brawler, doing
Yeah,
more
so-
suplexes.
Yeah, if you're gonna do that, then I guess I'll
I
do my
just
cutter.
roll
'Cause I'm
around
the
and try to
suplex.
punch people.
I can't.
I
I'm already.
I think I should be like the suplex
That'd be,
guy.
that'd be like
Doing
my
suplexes.
thing. You know that snake
So
guy?
4 years into this, and I'm already
Santino.
experienced medical
Yeah.
problems from doing stunner as my finisher. So I need to switch it up a little bit. So I'm gonna start doing the RKO instead. Basically,
Yeah, in a diamond cutter.
You know, I actually really
Yeah,
liked
yeah.
Randy Orton.
Diamond cutter,
I
RKO.
rarely heard that
Yeah,
motherfucker
same
talk,
thing.
but he was
Yeah.
cool, you know.
I
I
feel like
watched
Stone
it for
Cold
like a
will
year.
understand.
You gonna do a springboard cutter?
I could.
Those look pretty
I could
cool.
bounce off because if I don't have to land perfectly to where I need to land on my ass and just land on my back,
Yeah.
I could just fling wherever at that point. They'd need to meet me quarter of the way through the ring, and then we're good. But yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking the bush cutter.
Hell yeah.
That'll be the finish now.
All right, well, I think that's going to be our
Bush
show for
It
the
makes
day.
sense, right?
Yeah, all right, guys. I think that's going to be our show for the day. We'll probably catch our listeners next Sunday, yeah?
Yeah.
I think it's going to be next Sunday.
We'll be back next Sunday.
And we're going to be on your guys' show next, so we'll continue on over there, all right?
Oh hell yeah! Well, thank you for having us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah,
Thank
you
you
guys are
guys, man. I had a great time. It's actually
Hey, is
fun.
that my lighter?
It could be.
Pickle.
You son of a bitch! You took my lighter.
Where are the crows?
I've had
Are the
that lighter
crows still out there? Like,
Is it?
Found it in my car. It's got a pickle on it.
Yeah. It makes sense why I lost my lighter now.
all right, that's our show, everybody. Yeah, we'll see you next week.